Hey, this is Mark Andrews, and welcome to the inaugural edition of my Plays of the Week. Today we're going to discuss unnecessary roughness, flagrant fouls, blocks below the waist, and we'll end up with horse collar fouls. So here we go. So let's talk about what a blindside block is. It's not defined in the rule book, but it is a part of the points of emphasis for 2015. Points of emphasis reads, game officials need to be aware of situations that are likely to produce unnecessary or excessive contact. Blindside blocks, peel-back blocks, and airborne receivers attempting to secure the ball oftentimes provide windows of opportunity for these potentially dangerous contact to occur. Players leaving their feet, launching, and initiating contact with opponents should be penalized immediately as unnecessary or excessive contact. Now, we've had subsequent direction that leaving the feet or the launching definition includes the shoulder dip and the upward thrust into the defenseless player. This first play is from Edison versus Servite in week 3. This was a game that I worked. I actually saw this foul and I passed on it because at the time I didn't think it was severe enough. After watching it on film, I think I got it wrong. So let's break this down. The highlighted player, Servite number 14, is going to deliver the block that I believe is a foul. Let's run the play. He comes back, he's going to hit Edison number 5, deliver the blow. Let's go back. I'm going to stop it right at the point that he hits him. You can see that I'm looking through the block. I passed on this because I believed at the time that this wasn't illegal, that he hit him at about the bicep level, and I never saw the helmets come together. But that's not the criteria for unnecessary roughness. This is definitely a blindside block, and it includes identifying and taking aim at an opponent who's not aware of any pending contact. This is the type of thing we're trying to stop. Now, it also occurred on this play as we had a second foul that we didn't get at all. You can see it there. Servite number 66 hits Edison number 9, I believe. And this is even a more severe foul than the one that I was looking at. Because I was looking at number 5, I missed this, and no one else on my crew got it. So we need to talk about how we prevent that from happening. These next 2 fouls were not missed. As a matter of fact, there are 2 flags on each foul. But I believe they are flagrant as well. I'd like you to take a look at them. But before we look at those clips, let's take a look at the definition of a flagrant foul found in Rule 2. A flagrant foul is a foul so severe or extreme that it places an opponent in danger of serious injury and/or involves violations that are extremely or persistently vulgar or abusive conduct. The fouls we're going to see involve the first part of the definition, a foul so severe or extreme that it places an opponent in danger of serious injury. Flagrant fouls are also discussed in the 2015 points of emphasis. Here we're discussing a defenseless player. You'll note at the bottom it says, if the contact is judged as flagrant, the offending player will be disqualified. This first play that involves what I believe is a flagrant foul is a scrimmage kick. This is the type of play we want to have our antenna up on. We're going to see Edison number 25 lining up Canyon number 81 from about 10 yards away. He's got plenty of time to decide where he's going to hit this guy. You can see he hits him high, and the hit involves a launch. So let's take a look at this foul from the end zone. I think you get a much better idea of how severe the hit is. And by the way, this is not meant as criticism of the crew that officiated this game. Historically, we do not punish fouls as flagrant unless they involve fighting. But if you take a look at this foul, it definitely involves potential serious injury to the opponent, and that's the definition of a flagrant foul. 25 delivers a blow under the helmet, probably to the chin. It's so severe that it brings the helmet off. This is a double concussive act, not only with the initial hit, but the subsequent fall to the ground. Canyon number 81 could have suffered 1 or 2 concussions in this play. So this last example of what I consider to be a flagrant foul for unnecessary roughness, again, involves a scrimmage kick. Are you sensing a pattern here? I'm just going to let this run in real time. Your Belinda player number 42 is going to completely take out the Valencia number 56 player. I think you saw it right there. Here we're going to run it in slow motion from the side. I'm going to freeze it when the Your Belinda player comes into the frame. You can see him lining the Valencia player up. Watch where he delivers the blow. Right above the shoulders, that's helmet contact. Definitely the potential for severe injury. Let's watch it one more time from the end zone. Keep an eye on the guy that I had circled. He's the offender. Now, we did get 2 flags on this play, so the officials got it. But I'm really wondering if this isn't a flagrant foul. Watch the way he delivers the blow. Launch. Again, double concussive act. So this next play involves what I consider to be a flagrant foul. This time it's for a low block. This is Cyprus against Los Amigos. Notice the player up in the left corner there. He's going to come back on a broken play and deliver a low block against Cyprus number 42. You can't really see it there, but you will see it here. And not only did we not get a flagrant foul on this play, we didn't get any flags. So we need to discuss why that happened and if you think this is potentially a flagrant foul. So that I'm trying to illustrate where everybody's eyes are in this play and why it was missed. I think the back judge had the best chance of getting this, but it appears from this angle that he's looking at the action behind the block. Again, this is not meant as criticism of this crew. We miss fouls like this all the time. We just want to try to figure out why we're missing them and try to get better. I'm going to run this back in slow-mo now. Just in case there's any doubt in your mind that this is a low block, watch number 5 actually makes contact with 42 below the knee. This is clearly a low block. It's dangerous. 42 is hurt. We've got to get this type of foul. So this last play of the week is actually 2 plays. They both involve horse collars. So what is a horse collar foul? Let's look at it. 943K says no player or non-player shall grab the inside back or side collar. This is important, the collar of the shoulder pads or jersey. That means the collar of either or both the shoulder pads or jersey of the runner and subsequently pull backward or sideward. So a forward pull is not a foul. And it has to be the pull that brings the opponent to the ground. Those are the components of a horse collar that have to be there in order to make that call. So let's take a look at this. So I believe this is the action right here that caused the official to throw the flag. And I think you can see that the left arm is clearly on the front of the jersey, probably on the shoulder pads. And I'm going to go back a little bit here and kind of slow-mo this. So we can see that, I think you can see that the right hand is on the back of the jersey. There does not appear to be anything close to the collar as we come around. You know, I know this isn't the best angle, but I just don't see it. We do have another official on the sideline, probably screaming for a horse collar. I hope that didn't influence the official. I doubt it did. But we have a flag come in. And I think incorrectly. So let's make sure that all the components of the horse collar exist before we make that call. This last play is another horse collar. This foul was not called, and I believe it was indeed a horse collar foul. You're going to see the Los Amigos quarterback break through, run down the sidelines. Cypress number 5 is pursuing. This is typically where we get a horse collar. You can see the left hand inside the collar there, and you can tell by the way that the quarterback goes down that this is a horse collar. See him bend back, his knees are going to buckle. This is a dangerous play. This is why it's illegal. This is potentially a knee injury here. And I think you can see there that the hand is still inside the collar. He's dragged down backwards. This has all the components for a personal foul for an illegal horse collar. Well, that's it for our first edition of OCFOA Plays of the Week. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions or feedback for me, feel free to send me an email. This is Mark Andrews signing off.